Hey everyone, I'm Chris Hepburn, I'm with OnlySP, and I'm here with the amazing Veronica Taylor, the voice of Manuela from the newest Fire Emblem 3 houses,
Right.
and amongst many others like Ash Ketchum. So you've been in anime and video games for a long time now, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I know Manuela is a lot different than like Ash Ketchum or anything, so what was your inspiration behind acting her out?
It's all in the direction and the writing. Manuela is a larger than life character with her opera background. She has, I don't know, it's all in the words really. And they were fairly specific on how they wanted her to be, and then we got to kind of start from there and go further.
Okay.
So all of the roles that I play, I don't really come up with any of them on my own.
Okay.
But it's all, like with Pokemon, we had to match the original Japanese voice actress, and then go from there. So you're able to, within your tiny parameters, you're able to kind of fill it out.
Okay. Nice. Did you get to work with the other cast in booth, or was it just like all by yourself with the voice acting?
By myself. For video games, I would say for the most part, you're always alone, unless you have the luxury of bigger scenes where they bring everyone in. But for the most part, you're always alone. When you're dubbing something, you're always alone.
All right. So when they contacted you, or you contacted them to be on the very first Fire Emblem that's on the home console in a very long time, what was your reaction to that?
I got an audition for that, so I went in and I didn't even know what game it was until it came out.
Oh, really?
So I didn't have any reaction except I'm so excited about this character, and which is normally my reaction. But I didn't know what.
So they kind of kept
it
it pretty secret, eh?
Yeah, always those things are.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So when you were given the script for Manuela, what was your thought process of her, and like what did you think of her before actually like starting to act her out? Like, what was your impression of the character?
So it always comes simultaneously. So I get there and I see what the character looks like, and then for the most part, you just jump in.
Oh, really?
What I loved about her is that she is, as I said, like larger than life, and she's able to she had more range than an emotional range than most characters I play on a video game, which are fairly straightforward.
Yeah, that's true.
And she's not.
No.
So I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the fact that we got to find many sides of her, her needy side, her kind of larger than life feelings about herself and others. I don't know. She's really out there, and I really like that.
Yeah, she was much more of one of the complex characters for the Fire Emblem game.
Is that right? Yeah, I haven't played it, so the only thing I've heard are the clips that are on the website of everyone's voice, which I think are great.
She was very much like a more well-rounded character, while a lot of them were like, I'm a noble, so I gotta live by noble virtues.
Right.
And Manuela was very much her own person.
Right, she's everywhere.
Yeah, she was great. She was out of like the other professors and staff of the school, she was one of my favorites. Yeah, so I love that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I loved her too.
So, did you find there was much of a difference between working on Valkyria Chronicles 4 compared to Fire Emblem, or was it all kind of like the same process and work?
It's all the same process. You know, a video game, you see your lines. Sometimes if there's a scene, you sometimes get to see the lines around yours.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just kind of going blind on it, meaning you're acting the lines out. They might give you a little background of what the scene's about. But for the most part, you're doing reactions, you're doing fights or jumps or all of that stuff without knowing what's happening. And then they're placed somewhere else. So in that sense, they're always the same.
Okay. Is that different than working in anime? Because I've heard sometimes they actually show the scene while you do the voicing.
If you're dubbing something, you're watching the cartoon and you're filling the lip flap.
Okay.
So you have to watch the picture to be able to do that.
Because you got to time it with it.
But if you're doing animation that's prelay, you have the script in front of you and you're acting it out, and then they animate later.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes sense.
It's quite different. With video games, you don't see anything usually.
Okay, fair enough.
Usually. Every job is different.
Sure. So if there was another Fire Emblem game in the future, would you be willing to come back?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Of course, it's amazing. I didn't really realize how big that whole thing was.
It was massive.
Yeah, I'm not a huge gamer, so I read books instead, and then I work. So.
No worries. Well, it's a pleasure to have you in the industry anyways.
It's so wonderful, and thanks for coming to Fan Expo Toronto. This is pretty awesome here.
Yes. Thank you very much for taking time to talk to me and the fans at OnlySP.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a wonderful Fan Expo.
See ya.
Have a good one.